Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today we are going to be talking about Anime Run. Now, I think this is going to be my last video on the game for a while because, I've just been trying to get more information on what's going to happen with some of the bugs in this game, and I just can't get no information. I think that communication's been a problem, and I think a lot of people have seen it, which makes them just kind of walk away from the game. But let's go ahead and get into why I'm making this video. This is the entire summer team, and I was wanting to make this video a lot sooner, but there's some bugs with the team that have to be addressed, and it is just the stupidest stuff that could have been negated or could have been patched a while ago after release, but I guess they just haven't gotten around to it, even though it's in the bug reports and stuff like that. Whenever you actually try to build the team, right? And I will be building the team, we'll be showcasing the entire team today. I think you guys could already see the problem, and that is the fact that Natsu cannot get in the front. You have to get rid of Shinra or Escanor, and then Natsu will sit in the front. But the second Escanor and Shinra are involved, now you have a problem, because now the tank of the team has to take the back seat, which is really freaking stupid. But so we're going to run this. We're going to run the team. We're going to set it up. We're going to showcase everything about the team. I'll be telling you guys about every single thing about every single character. And we're going to go and run the entire damage set for here, just because for the heck of it. I don't think we really have to focus too much on staying alive, because a lot of the characters just, they do that already. We're going to go ahead and just do treasures real quick. I just want to make sure I got Shinigami badge, everything leveled up. All right, cool. And we're going to take it from the perspective that I normally do, and that's, is this character, is it maxed out? Does it have gear? Escanor does not have gear at the moment. I did give his set to somebody. I think I gave it to either Shinra or something like that. Yeah, no, Shinra has the other set right now. Okay, he has a god set right now, so he's chilling. Shinra is chilling with a god set. We do have Natsu here. We do have to build a brand new set for him for tank, because I did lose my set, which I still never got anything back for, by the way. I don't even know if they understand the fact that I actually keep losing the sets in these videos due to a bug that they created. And it's just they still haven't hit me up about that. We have Ace with a full god set too. We have Rengoku right here. I think he is running nothing. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to run Rengoku. I believe we're going to run him with the... I don't want to give him the Trigun set. I think we might have to make a new set for Rengoku. And we're going to have to make a new set for Escanor real quick. Shouldn't take too long. Let's go ahead and do it real quick. And then for Natsu, we're going to go ahead and give him the tank set that I have for my Asta. But obviously he's not tanking, so it just doesn't matter. This is just kind of what I want to do, just because I want to save time and stuff like that. Also, I'm going to tell you guys everything about the characters while we do this. Let's go ahead and drop this. So if you guys don't know, the full team itself does give itself bonuses based off of which characters you're actually running on the team. But I think there's a problem with some of them, because some of them like Rengoku here drops crit rate and crit damage here for the team, but when you go to the actual thing, the bond doesn't work correctly. It's mixed up. It messes up depending on who you move and remove from the party, and whoever you're moving forward, back and forth, who's the leader. So we're going to put Escanor as the leader, and we're just going to leave it as the leader. And I guess the more characters we get here, the better his buff is going to be, which is just a pure damage, attack, HP buff set, which I'm entirely okay with. We're just going to run that. If you want to run the crit set with Rengoku, that's totally fine too. The only reason I'm running this set in general is just because I don't want to worry about the characters too much. Let's go ahead and get Natsu leveled up, because I did just Evo him. Now, I think we should go through each one, obviously, and just kind of showcase what they do. So we do have Natsu here. Natsu has Lightning Fire Dragon Roar. He unleashes a Dragon Slayer Roar infused with lightning, causing ticks to burn electricity that hits enemies. Innate passive, he is immune to burn and electricity, and able to consume any burn and electricity damage that he would have taken and converts it into HP. Each time that he eats burn and electricity tick, his defense, HP, and attack increases by 5% up to 10 stacks. So that literally means it goes up, to like 50%, I think. 5 times 10, 50? Yeah, that makes sense. And it goes up to 50% with a cooldown of 10 seconds. So that's cool, but there's not really characters that burn or electrify you, so there's not really much of a use for this in general. He also applies 10 ticks of burn per 37% of the damage. The only problem I'm seeing with this, right, is he's a tank. But the best part about this entire thing is he does stun the enemy for 1 second. So there's a free stun. It works on bosses. It's very cool. But besides that, he is a tank, and he should be running as a tank, but he's not a tank. Now, I tried to ask this of the devs, which they haven't, hit me back about, which is, what about a swap right here? What about Natsu swapping with Escanor? Escanor becoming the tank, Natsu becoming the the attacker? Because if you don't know, there is a game called Tower of God, which has Escanor as an attacker, which a much better version of Escanor too, which is the one Escanor. And he is like the perfect tank, and you see his kit and everything like that. I mean, I might put some gameplay on here, who knows, of that, but as you can see, that would be a much better version of tank than this. But he doesn't even have any defensive skills. He's lacking in the defense category. All he's doing is protecting himself from a passive that no one has in the enemy's area. So, I mean, he's really useless as a tank compared to someone like Epsilon, Asta. He doesn't really bring much to the table at all. So, but we're still going to run him, obviously, just because doesn't really matter. We're just running the fire team. We have Ace here, Evolved, which is the spade changes up large supernova, charges up a large supernova, launches it at the enemy, consumes all burn and ticks on the enemy, and sums it up to damage, increasing the skill damage by 50% per consumed tick, which is pretty insane on paper, but in reality, I have not gotten this to work in the last thing, but we might be able to see a lot more based off of how this team performs. Also, his immunity to fire damage and a 10% dodge, which is absolutely terrible. By the way, that skill's a 30-second cooldown, man. That skill's not that broken. Rengoku, on the other hand, he has such an amazing kit, I have to say. He does a downward slash, engulfing his enemy with flames, and a passive. His breathing technique allows him, increases his physical capabilities, gaining 45% attack at the start. And Rengoku does 2 times damage to burning enemies right before Rengoku dies. This is his really cool passive. When Rengoku, it's like an active that you could trigger. Right before Rengoku dies, he uses a final technique, 9th form Purgatory. His attack does high damage and to enemies applies 10 ticks of burn. Now, the thing I see about this one, and we saw it in the Rengoku video, and that's just like, it does damage, but it doesn't do enough to make you want to let Rengoku die. Like, this is not the time to make a glass cannon Rengoku build and stuff like that. It's just not going to work. Escanor. We should go to Shinra first, yeah. Shinra. So Shinra, main, Adola Burst. Shinra gains grace for a bit to unleash Adola Burst, quickly moving in front of the closest opponent before releasing multiple devastating kicks at the speed of light. All burn ticks are consumed instantly and add up as damage. But this is not like a multiplier like Aces. This is like a weaker version of it in general. Innate passive, the power of pyrokinesis. The Shinra kicks the enemies at the feet, leaving behind burn tick. Once per battle, when Shinra dies, he'll be able to transverse through light speed to go back in time and heal himself up to 30%. So it's like MASH, if you ever used MASH before. But his damage sucks. It's absolutely terrible, honestly. Probably the weakest attacker out of all the entire kit so far, honestly. I don't even want to give him this set. I'm going to be entirely real with you. I don't even know why he has this really, really good set. I'm actually going to give that set to Rengoku and give Shinra like the weakest set I have because he just doesn't do much at all. We're going to go ahead and give Rengoku the set that Shinra does. And don't get me, he's just going to get leftovers, okay? So don't get after me because he's going to get leftovers. He's just going to get leftovers. Screw it. Because he's just that bad. Now, Rengoku, on the other hand, is the star player of this update. Now for Escanor. This is the weakest version of Escanor, honestly. The other one is like the one where he's transforming into the one Escanor, and that one's just much better. So actually evoing him makes him weaker, which is really freaking stupid. And it's because of his passive. His innate passive, now permanently he's already at max power form, giving him extra 25% attack and defense buff with HP. But that's not the 50% that he got on his base form. He also does like radiation of heat, which over time burns up the enemy at 25% of his attack, which is not a lot because we know 25% of his attack is less than the tick damage he already does with burn with his skill. So that's just Escanor. Much weaker version of Escanor, sadly, for like, I don't even know why, but he's just built like that. I hope they buff him. I'm asking for a buff, like really, really badly asking for a buff, but realistically speaking, this dude is just not doing too well. He's not doing too well at all. And he needs a buff. So let's go ahead and make Escanor a damage set. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to go insane right here and go ahead and pop all the stuff that I actually have. You guys are going to watch me do some mass destruction of some gears. So we're going to get rid of all of our commons. Whoa. All of our rares. All of our epics. All right. And we're going to go ahead and go back. Now, should tell me. I have 400 slots, 370 slots. So I'm going to open up 370 pieces of gear real quick. Oh, I should open up all 182 of these chests while I'm at it. So y'all are just going to sit with me on this one. Just because, like, you know, we're going through it, man. We're going through it. Let's see. Also, these things are like the... freaking, let's see. Oh, 284. That's good. That's good. Let's do this. Give it a second. And then I'll just go ahead and delete all the crap. All right. So let's go ahead and hope that we get some god rolls in this too. All right, let's go to gears, mass destroy, common gear, get rid of it. Mass destroy, rare gear, get rid of it. Mass destroy, epic gear, get rid of it. I'm already like at that point where it doesn't really matter what I do. I'm so rich at this point, but that's a good thing because it helps me work on the videos and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw another 300 pieces of gear in the fold. Let's go through 300. We also have plenty of level 100 ups. So we're going to try to make a god set after this for Escanor. Alright, now we have gears again. Let's go ahead and do Mass Destroy, Common. Mass Destroy, Rare. This is for like the newbies too, like the people who like, you know, new players who want to see how I kind of do my stuff. And this is how I do it, man. I really just go in here, I start messing with stuff, I start clicking around, and I go, okay, I went AFK for like 6 days. Let's see all the loot. All right. I think we have plenty of other stuff too. We have like we have the bleach stuff too. Should I open these? I don't even think I could open all of these actually. Can I open 200? No, I can't. I don't have enough space. All right, give me a second. Got to get rid of some stuff. Mass destroy some more commons. Mass destroy some rares. Mass destroy some epics. I'm keeping all the mythics because that's what I'm kind of focusing on. I don't want to keep trash. So let's go ahead and go with... man, they have stars, stones, evolution crap, but where the heck is the chest stuff? Consumable. There we go. Look at all this Dragon Ball gear I have. All right, 300. All right, come on. You gotta give the game a chance here. There we go. And then let's go ahead and open up... I think I had some more bleach stuff left somewhere. Here they are. Oh my god, I don't have enough space for all that bleach stuff. I'm gonna be real. Probably like, Koi, why do this? Why not do this off camera? It's because this helps people understand what I'm looking for. I think people get a misconception of what I'm looking for, especially whenever we actually decide on making certain sets. All right, there we go. One more time with the 244 pieces of gear right here. And that's it. We're not doing any more after this. Also, this gives us a fat stack of money to use for upgrading. And I also have a fat stack of stones I don't need anymore either. let's go ahead and get rid of some stuff. I wonder how much like mythic gear I'm actually going to have by the end of this, which is pretty insane. Because I just have so much gear out of all the stuff that I've ever done. 273 pieces of mythical gear, not including the little pieces I have on characters that I don't really worry about, I guess. So let's go ahead and work on Escanor now. Now that we're here and we're going to be working on Escanor, we need a... Let's go ahead and try to get a percentage attack piece right here. Percentage attack cooldown, HP. We have HP right there. Okay. I like this one. HP, attack, boom. He is going to be a frontliner, so that's going to be very important. We have attack, flat defense. I don't think he necessarily needs a flat amount of defense this time. If we have nothing better, then we will run flat defense. Oh, we already have a Quincy top with HP and attack. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run that instead. I'm going to go back to the hat. I'm going to filter out instead percentage defense. Go ahead and get rid of the percentage attack. Now we should have some percentage defense, percentage HP. Percentage defense, percentage HP. Percentage defense, percentage HP. So what I'm going to do here then is I'm going to go ahead and put this percentage defense, percentage HP piece on Escanor. I'm going to remove this piece that I already have on this one, unless I could get another good defense piece here instead. Defense, defense, crit rate, defense, crit rate, defense, defense. I'll delete like 90% of this crap. Here we go. Defense, attack. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's upgrade it. Now, the reason why I want more defense and attack is because defense is quite the crucial bit, especially just for survivability, especially in the front row. You do want your characters to have a lot more defense than attack. Than HP. HP is still very necessary to make sure that you can heal your character in general. All right, let's go ahead and upgrade the character here to max. There we go. Now, the nerfed defense is pretty rough, but, you know, now we're here. So we have defense HP, defense HP. Now we're going to run for percentage attack here, if we can. Percentage attack in general. Attack, defense, attack, crit rate, flat HP attack, HP attack. I'll even take flat attack, which is like a piece like this. Well, let's see if I have any percentage attack, which would be insane. But that's kind of what we want here. All right, so we're going to take this one right here, which is flat attack, percentage attack. The reason why is flat attack is supposed to add on to the original amount of attack, then the percentage goes on top of that, which a lot of people tend to think that that's not right, but that's really just a bug. That's kind of how it's supposed to work. You're not just supposed to get only flat attack and that's the only buff itself. You're also supposed to add on to your main attack and then use the percentage modifier for percentage attack. In reality. I mean, they do it with Bounty Rush. They do it with every other game. This should not be a problem at all. Here we go. Attack, attack. That's all we needed. Attack, attack. Now we're going to get some crazy attack buffs right here. The reason why is we want Escanor to do as much damage as possible. He's already in that 3,000 range for defense, and he already has a good amount of HP. Now, the other thing is he does already have the bonuses that he's going to be getting from in-game as well. So when he gets those bonuses, he's going to have even higher stats than earlier. And the only thing is I don't have any good traits on any of these guys. I have not gotten any good traits on these guys. Even after doing a lot of grinding and stuff like that, just has not panned out for me. All right, for this guy, we're just going to give him whatever trash that I have lying around. Honestly, I'm really not worried about this character at all, not even a single bit, because he just doesn't do enough damage for me to care about him. So let's go ahead and see what we can find here. HP. It's better than nothing. We'll give him HP. Oh man, I can't be that guy. I have to give him some attack, don't I? All right, we'll give him some percentage attack. It's not going to be good percentage attack, but it's going to be percentage attack. Percentage attack HP. That's a good piece right there. All right, work with me here. I don't want to have to spend too much stuff on this guy, I'm going to be real. But I have so many resources. It's mostly about spending time on this guy than it is about spending the resources on him in general. And then we're going to see him perform right at the end. All right, come on. Yeah, let's just go all in, all in. 35%, I can hit 35% after a few clicks. Come on, 32%. And then the last one, I'm just going to top off right there. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to give him another percentage attack right here. Let's go ahead and run percentage attack defense, percentage attack defense, percentage attack attack. Oh, we already have a leveled up one. Perfect. All right, next one. We're going to go ahead and focus on another one. Do we have any leveled up ones already? No, we do not. Not at all. All right, so here I kind of need some defense. So if I could get some defense here, that'd be great. I think we're going to do this one. Just flat defense one, just for the heck of it. So we're going to run this one. Oh, did not click that, right? I clicked it like 3 times. My bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and see this guy get at least some decent stats. I mean, you'll see he'll have like the same stats as everyone else, but he just will not perform the same as everyone else, which is really rough. He's not going to get hit that hard. We're going to throw these guys in the hardest raids, honestly. All right, let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Perfect. Now, last piece. Do we have any pieces that we've worked on before already or not? No, it doesn't look like it. I don't want to get rid of my Trigun set at all, by the way, so that's just something I'm not going to do. Let's see, he's at 2,000 defense, so he does need a little more defense, so I'm thinking about, here we go, defense attack right here. This is a good piece. Defense attack is going to be a solid piece. Yeah. The Adola Burst actually just sucks. It's actually terrible. They need to rework some of these characters because they just don't have that firepower that's going to make them really work. And you'll see that whenever we actually put them in the works. All right, come on, come on. We need to get to about, I think, like 17, and then I'm going to start using the rest of my medals here. All right, there we go. And we are done. There we go. Now we have the full fire team entirely maxed out. Let's go ahead and take them into some content and see how they perform. I'll collect some stuff. I got a lot of stuff there. Let's see. Yeah, I just want to make sure we did get the team. We are running the main bond from Escanor here. He is going to be the leader of the team here. Oh, yeah, we should. Oh, that's right. I got some treasure buffs too, didn't I? Yes, we did. Sweet. All right, we got some attack buff for that one. All right. We got some skill damage buffs right here. Perfect. All right, just to top off right there. All right, let's take them into the raid. I think we're going to do hard Frieza and then attempt hard Orochimaru. For a full fire team, it's about doing damage rather than surviving. That's the kicker. So let's go ahead and start this up. All right, I'm excited to see how these guys actually perform. If the entire team together will make a major difference compared to the entire team by itself, like different characters by themselves. Obviously, Rengoku is just way too good by himself compared to everyone else. All right, we're seeing everyone pop off here, and we are struggling with defense already. Now, this is good because what I'm working on is I'm just going to let them get hurt here. They have no traits. They have no nothing. They're just raw dogging it right now, and we are seeing some damage from Ace, mostly because Ace is probably benefiting the most off of the damage that you get from fire. And then, as you can see, Rengoku is not surviving at all. He's actually struggling to attack, which is really weird. He's not, like, attacking as hard as he did in the video, which is rather weird. But they are getting their 50% HP, their 50% cooldowns, all that stuff. So that's kind of weird to see them underperform right here just a little bit. I think it's because Rengoku's just... Oh, here we go. I think we're going to see a pop right here. Yeah, okay, Rengoku's popping first. Now, this is the after-death attack that Rengoku can do. And that helped him do just a little more damage, but not too much. Looks like Ace is actually just blowing everyone out of the water, mostly because he's probably benefiting the most from the fire stacks compared to everyone here. Shinra is eating up the fire stacks. Now we're going to see Shinra's rewind time, where he comes back, which is pretty interesting. They are getting Frieza down to below half already. Escanor's not doing too good. We're about to lose Ace right here. Yeah, we lost Ace. Ace doesn't have any, like, crazy comeback. Natsu's just doing nothing. He's just sitting on his hands. He's not defending the team. He's not doing anything. He's just here. And he's not doing a lot of damage either. Escanor, of course, like, if you look at the Escanor before this one, before you actually evolve him, he's better. So, like, freaking, he gets that 50% damage and he just gets much bigger and gets more defense, more HP, all that stuff. He is tanking, though. Escanor is tanking for the entire team, which is kind of weird. As you can see, Escanor is just going to keep living right here. But honestly, I think I'm going to stop this here. And we're going to replay, but this time we're going to replay with the HP. And we're going to run with HP Shield. HP Shield skill cooldown, I think. That's what we're going to run with. HP shield skill cooldown, because we're not seeing a lot of work here being done without it. Let's go ahead and see. And by the way, this is no traits. No traits on any of these guys. You guys have already seen they're not running any traits. But these items right here are going to benefit quite a bit, especially just because they're just really, really solid items to bring to a team that struggles with survivability. No healer, no nothing. So let's go ahead and bring energy shield, and we're going to bring health potion, and you'll see a major difference in these characters' survivability insanely. I mean, a lot of people would rather run like different methods. I just personally want to run the team that the game, that the developers specifically designed for the game. If we don't run the team that the developers are specifically designing for the game, then what is the point of running this team at all? If that makes any sense. Let's see. Unless we're not going to load in, and we're going to have a problem. Yeah, we're going to have a problem. Thanks. Awesome. I'm not going to do any cuts here, honestly. I just want people to see the shape of the game. I want to see the developers' reactions at some point. Like, I want to see them bring up the fact that some of the stuff does need to get fixed, because obviously there's a lot of problems. But there's also a lot of solutions that can be fixed. I just don't know their situation. You know what I mean? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Had to take a sip of water. Okay, so now we're running shield, we're running health potion, we're running everything. Now the shield is going to be the best part, because that thing is just amazing. If you don't know, the shield actually gives you a shield based off their max HP for 12 seconds. So that's literally just free 46 free HP. And then we also have the red potion, which will keep our dudes alive. We might lose some people, like Rengoku, obviously, just because of the fact that Rengoku is an ambush unit. He does have less HP. He does struggle a bit more with that, but that's going to be common with most units like that. We're not running a healer. If we were running like a healer like Aqua, we would be fine. But obviously, we have to carry the dead weight that is Natsu, because he does nothing for this entire team. They should have just made him a damage dealer and gave him a lot of damage, because if you look at the scales, Ace is just the star player right here. As long as Ace stays alive, we are going to be entirely fine. He is benefiting crazily off of those buffs that are happening right now. Rengoku surprising me by not outperforming Ace at all, even though Rengoku was doing very, very well in the video, most likely because of a buff or stuff like that. Ace is doing great right now, though. You can see the ticks of fire damage being done to the boss at the same time, which is rather crazy right here. We're not getting much performance from Escanor, of course. We're not getting much performance from Shinra at all. We're not getting much performance from Natsu at all. Honestly, if I brought Trigun, he could outdamage everyone here without the buff. So, freaking, that's just really, really depressing to see a character like Trigun, who just doesn't have an evolution, surpassing most of these characters who have an evolution. Absolutely crazy. We probably are going to definitely lose somebody here. I just hope we don't lose Ace, because I'd rather we win this than lose this right here. I don't think this team could even fight Orochimaru. Even with all the buffs that the team was given, it's just not going to be able to perform. I think we might lose Rengoku. We might see the Rengoku pop right here. Oh, no, we saw Rengoku eat the... Oh, no, we're losing Rengoku. All right. And Rengoku pops, and then we've got Shinra popping right here. We got Ace, who kind of survived off the nick of his hair. Rengoku is dead, though. We have Ace surviving with shield. We have Ace still doing 10 million damage compared to everyone else here. Rengoku popped off. He at least did some damage, and he's still doing fire damage, but that is a bug I brought up to the devs that they have not fixed yet. So yeah, they actually haven't even brought up the fact that they haven't, like, you know, I don't know if they're going to do any fixes or anything like that. I know they need to tweak a lot of stuff, but I wonder if freaking the buff is even working. I don't even know if the main bond is working, or the other players. I mean, or the other characters actually. I'm not seeing the main buff working for like a lot of these guys. Ace should have a lot more defense. And so should Rengoku. That might be a bug for these guys in particular. Maybe they're not getting the buff that they needed in order to perform here. Because as you can see, they're still in the 1,800, and this one's in the 2,700. Maybe I'm tripping, but you would think that the buffs would be a lot better. Now, obviously, if any of these characters were destined, they'd just do a lot more damage, especially Ace. I think Ace is doing an amazing job, benefiting from every single one of those fire stacks that are put on the enemy. But besides that, though, I don't think we're going to get much performance out of this character. You're better off running any other characters besides Ace. Like, obviously, Ace is just amazing. But Broly outdamages the whole team. We got Trigun, who's just doing amazing right now. Should I just do that? Should I just quit real quick and show you guys Trigun? I think that should be the case. We're going to get rid of Natsu. He's doing jack shit. He's actually doing nothing. Like, you would think that maybe the tank would actually tank, but he's not even in the front lane. So what's the point of running Natsu at all? Yeah, so let's go ahead and get Natsu off the team. Let's go ahead and run Trigun, who already has his full kit and everything already ready. He's doing great. Let's go ahead and bring him to the freezer raid and see the performance check that he gives everyone else there. Okay, so after I show you guys this part, this is pretty much the end of the video. So if you guys actually still enjoyed the anime run content, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment down below how you feel about this update, and yeah, let me know how you guys feel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm still doing stuff on the side, and I'll see you guys later. Take it easy, and well, peace out whenever we finish up here. Now, Trigun, for some reason, where the heck are his stats? There's a bug here. Trigun should not have these low stats. What's going on here? Okay, I might have stumbled upon a bug because all of a sudden, no one has stats. What is going on? I think the bond system is ruining the stat system. What is going on? Because my Trigun has, yeah, low stats, but his gear makes up for it. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's because we don't have a tank. Okay, let me fix that real quick. The reason the whole team's dying is because we don't have a tank. Okay, so let's go ahead and fix that. Let's go ahead and get rid of Shinra because he doesn't do any damage, and we're just going to keep Bullet Sponge Natsu there. Alright, there we go. That should help. That should help. Because when you don't have a tank on the team, everyone dies. That's just because there's no one soaking up a percentage of the damage. So this is going to be probably the only team that works here. Sadly, we're not using, what's it called? Asta here. And we're going to go and turn off Trigun's ability attack, because obviously the ability attack's just not going to do anything here. And we should see Trigun perform. Yeah, Ace is doing good damage, man. Look at Ace, man. Trigun is doing less damage than he should be, but that seems to be probably a bug, most likely. See, if you don't know, Trigun should be doing 700% damage increase with every shot that he does. And he's dead. There's something wrong here. I think the bond is messing up something. I don't know what's going on there. That's crazy. No, something's wrong here. Yeah, I'm not going to bother anymore. I'm going to freaking... What I'm going to do is I'm going to run my normal team and then just see how they perform. I don't even want to touch, like, Escanor or anything if they're going to be bugged out. This is, like, so serious right here. All right, hang on. Let's get rid of him. We're going to throw... we're going to keep Trigun there as the leader because I like his benefits. We're going to throw Broly on there. We're going to throw Aqua. We're going to throw... Who else should we throw on here? Did I ever max out Hawkeye? No, I never maxed out Hawkeye. That's on me. Man, that's terrible. I should have maxed out Hawkeye. Yeah, we'll throw freaking Bo on here. Why the heck not? He does benefit from the Ranger thing, doesn't he? Technically, he does. And then we're going to throw... let's get Hawkeye off the team. Let's throw Sid on there. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Now let's go ahead and just give these guys their due. So let's go Broly. We're going to give him the set from Escanor. They should make this a lot easier, though. Just, like, let us take the entire set and just switch it on characters. You know, they have so much, like, optimization. You'd think that this would be one of the things they do. Let's see. This is going to be a long video. Just because I want to see this team actually perform. Something's wrong. I never lost a Frieza like that in my life. We're going to bring Sid for the hell of it because he is still good. We're going to give him the Shinra set. It's not that crazy, but it's there. It's going to work. And Sid doesn't really benefit either way, but he's just very strong. Okay, and then we're going to run, I think we're running Archer here. Archer without the domain, because the domain's actually shit. It's actually terrible. Also, yes, all my characters do have, like, really good traits, and that's probably a big contender. Let's go ahead and get rid of the... Oh, wait. I do have an ambush set for Ace, don't I? No, I have an ambush set for Rengoku that I've been using on him. Oh, no, but I put it on Ace. That's why Rengoku's not doing a lot of damage. Oh, that's why he's not doing a lot of damage. The ambush set I gave him on him is insane. Freaking, you know, I haven't never seen Alpha perform. I wonder how she'd do. Let's bring Shadow Garden. Let's do Alpha. I'll give her the full ambush set I gave to Ace. I'm curious on how she performs. She doesn't even have a trait, by the way, so she's probably not going to perform very well, but it's cool to see her here. Let's see. Where's Ace? Ace. There we go. Ambush. Ace. Ambush. That'd be so funny if Ambush was the reason why Ace was doing so much damage. Because he's not an ambush character. He's actually a bomber character, but that'd be so weird. So we're going to run Alpha instead. And that should be the team. Let's go run Alpha. Yeah, there we go. So we have Trigun, everybody here. Let's go ahead and do it. Raid. And let's go ahead and see full power Frieza. I'm just curious on if this team just either sucks or what. Something's up here, man. I'm doing so much work right now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Now we're seeing some numbers. We're seeing some numbers from Sid. We're seeing some numbers from Broly. Trigun's actually doing damage now. Obviously, Aqua on the defensive. I should have put my Shinigami symbol on it. Would have killed this boss very quickly. Yeah, Trigun without the, what do you call it? Without all that is doing good damage. Alpha, surprising me that she's not doing a lot more, but I guess it's because she's not trait. She doesn't have any traits, nor does her damage do a lot. She does have a really cool one, which a mist follows her, which allows her to surround her team. The mist, all allies gain 20% dodge chance last 20 seconds, so that's one of her like abilities for the infinite slash. So that's pretty sick. But I doubt it works because I've never seen it actually proc. That's like so funny. Like 90% of the stuff that we know doesn't work, we just don't do it. Like we just don't mess with it anymore. And you hear it from like the people who actually like test the game and stuff like that. A lot of them just don't even like mess with the stuff that's in the game. All right, I am Atomic. That's one. Sid should be doing a lot more damage, but you know, of course, kind of fell out of the meta. Unless you have like nothing but a glass cannon Sid and a really good tank, and then he'll perform. But look at Trigun. He's doing work, man. He's doing work. And then Broly doesn't do work until he actually gets his evolution. But at least he charges up pretty quick. Alright. Awesome. Sid's getting bored again. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. No lie, I feel like if you just gave the fire team just destined, all the characters had destined, they would just like be cooking, hands down. But of course, like freaking, you need a lot of trait rolls. I spent like 600 on Escanor and he didn't get it. Then we got Broly tweaking with still the dual hair, which doesn't make any fucking sense. Devs never fix that. Freaking, let's see. Man, these devs are making me think they quit on the game. That's insane. I mean, mostly because of the content, but I don't know anymore. I still enjoy the concept at least. Alright, we got everybody healing. We got Aqua on the heals, of course. Aqua's just the best part about this whole team. Fire should have got a healer. Flaming heal should have been a thing. Healing flames. Someone does that. I know someone does that in an anime. Healing flames. And Alpha's dying. Oh, they're chilling. They're fine. Aqua's healing. Ugh. Alpha's still doing damage. There we go, Alpha. She's outperforming Sid right now, which is insane. Where did my team go? My team disappeared. Oh, it could be the Mist, which would be badass because I've never seen the Mist actually proc on anybody. But if it just made my characters disappear, I hope they're still doing damage. Oh, they are. They are. All right. Well, that does it. All right, I'm out of here. That was slow as hell for some reason. All right, peace out, dudes.